Of all the unsolved mysteries and haunting homicides of the world, one may find it strange that some of the most vexing and horrifying examples occur in the unlikeliest of places. One such mystery is that of the Riddle House, a once grand manor owned by the Squire Thomas Riddle and found in the quaint village of Little Hangleton, England, that plays host to 4 impossible murders. The facts are these. In the summer of 1943, a maid of the manor ran screaming down to the village, exclaiming that she had found her employers dead in their drawing room. The police were summoned, and upon investigation, Thomas Riddle, Squire, patriarch of the family and landowner of half the valley in which Little Hangleton was built, was found dead, along with his wife, Mary Riddle, and their adult son, Tom Riddle. And here the puzzle begins, for a team of doctors in Great Hangleton who examined the bodies of the 3 Riddles found no conventional cause of death, ruling out all known methods of homicide, including poison. They even concluded that all 3 Riddles had been in perfect health until their untimely deaths. The only oddity noted in the report is that all 3 Riddles had, frozen on their faces, looks of terror. These findings, however, did not deter the police, who arrested one Frank Bryce, the gardener of the Riddle estate and World War II veteran. Suspicion surrounding Frank came from the fact that there was no sign of forced entry, such as broken windows or forced locks, and that there was a key to the back door of the manor found in the cottage on the Riddle House grounds where Frank lived. Frank, however, denied any involvement in the murders and claimed the only person he saw near the house that day, aside from himself and the Riddles, was a teenage boy he had never seen before, and who Frank described as pale and dark-haired. The police were unable to corroborate Frank's story of an unknown boy near the house, and neither were any of the villagers, but the police had to let him go, as the coroners had found nothing, and no evidence was found at the scene. After the murders, the house passed from several owners, mostly families, who quickly vacated the residence soon after moving in, though the only reason I can find as to why is local rumor. Then, the house came into the hands of its current wealthy owner, though I've been unable to find the name of the man through official channels. It is believed, however, that the house is being used as a tax write-off. Through all of this, Frank Bryce never lost his position of gardener. That was until August 20th, 1994, when an electrician entered the Riddle house on the request of its owner for an inspection. The electrician, upon entering the home, noticed a foul smell coming from the second floor. The electrician, who wished to remain anonymous, went upstairs and found the body of none other than Frank Bryce. The police were called, and the body was taken to the coroner. The coroner's report indicated that Frank had died roughly 4 days before being found, and interestingly, that there were no signs of foul play, cardiac arrest, or any other known cause of death. The similarities between Frank's death and the deaths of the 3 Riddles 51 years prior do not end there, for in the coroner's report it is also noted that frozen upon the face of Frank Bryce's corpse was a look of absolute horror. What are we to make of this? Many speculate that Frank Bryce was indeed the murderer. For motive, they suggest severe PTSD on Frank's part, and note the great dislike, it's reported, all the residents of Little Hangleton held towards the Riddle family. However, this theory doesn't explain how Frank managed to murder all 3 Riddles without leaving a mark on any of them, let alone how Frank, who bore a permanent injury to his leg from his time in the war, would have been able to overpower 3 people on his own. This theory also fails to explain Frank's death. And so, other, more far-fetched theories are the only other possible explanations available to us. Some say it was a gas leak, though no source or evidence is produced. A few online sleuths believe Frank's story of the strange boy and say that this mysterious figure must have been responsible for the deaths, though his methods, identity, and motives are all speculation. Some blame experimental infrasound weapons being secretly tested by the British Armed Forces in the heat of World War II, though there is no evidence of that either. Others cling to a local legend of the Riddle family running afoul of a witch. And still others claim that it must be a ghost in an effort to explain the families that owned the manor after the Riddles abandoning it with an unnatural swiftness, and to reconcile the cause of death put upon all 4 Riddle House victims' death certificates: fright. All available theories are equally unlikely, and I'm forced to believe the mystery of the Riddle House, given how long ago the events occurred and how few witnesses live or ever existed, will remain forever a mystery. But what do you think? Which theory do you believe, or perhaps you've even formulated your own? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.